And welcome back to Pure Nebraska. Of course, on the program, we like to put the farm group called the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska, or AFAN, in the spotlight.
Today, AFAN is connecting us with Beth Bruck-Upton from the Midwest Dairy Council. We are learning about some ways to reduce your dairy food waste. I know Americans in general sometimes waste a lot of food, right?
We do. It's actually, the numbers are staggering. We estimate that Americans waste about 40% of all of our food.
Oh, wow.
40%, which averages about to 25 pounds per person per week is how much food we're wasting, which, yeah, just huge numbers. And we've learned that dairy foods are actually one of the foods that are thrown out the most, even compared to produce. So we've done a little research at Midwest Dairy Council to find out why. And what we're learning is that people are very confused about the dates that we find, the date stamps on dairy products. So typically you'll find a date, typically you'll see either sell-by dates, which is typically the date when the grocery store should be selling the product to us, so we can go home and, you know, enjoy it at its maximum freshness. And then use-by dates are really when the product's at its peak quality, so we want to enjoy it, you know, during that time. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that date is when we have to toss it. It just means we should think about how are we going to use it. So, you know, we want to look at ways we can preserve that freshness and quality by storing them properly, and then also some tips in the kitchen for using that particular food.
So let me ask you this, when it says, you know, used by, how many days after can you use it?
You know, it's again kind of a guideline. I mean, I think depending on what it is, you want to use it up pretty quickly. So looking at opportunities to use it in the kitchen, you know, a few days after that date, I would say. But again, storing it properly is very important. So in the refrigerator, we want to try to store dairy products at 40 degrees or less, and try to avoid storage in the door of the refrigerator, because every time we open that door, it's exposed to those external temperatures, which is going to reduce the quality or the shelf life, which is how long we can enjoy it. So that's just kind of storing it. And then again, tips in the kitchen. So if you have something that you know the best or the use date is coming up, baking is always a great option. So we have some muffins here. These are banana and yogurt spice muffins. I typically have bananas that I need to use up all the time. So combining bananas with yogurt and milk and some muffins, and then you can enjoy them all week long. Grab them for breakfast as you're heading out the door in the morning. Also, combining dairy products with vegetables that we need to use up. This is zucchini. This is actually a vegetable lasagna. That's a slow cooker. You can make it ahead of time, and then you can actually cut these into individual portions and freeze them, and then you can enjoy them at other times during the week. You know, grab them up for lunch or dinner or whatever. Again, instead of throwing it out, we found a way to, you know, use that, and also maximum nutrition as well. Smoothies are another great option. You've got fruits or vegetables, whatever. You can always throw them into a smoothie. Combine that with some yogurt, milk, fruit juice, whatever, and it's a great way to enjoy a smoothie for breakfast or snack or whatever. So
really great ideas there to kind of remember. And getting back to just saving all of this, you know, again, I'm probably kind of a little bit of a culprit of getting rid of food a little too early. Like I see all right, the date's October 6th, let's get rid of it. But you're saying, you know, if you store it right, you can have a few more days.
And
storage properly.
Can you smell it?
And definitely smell it. I think we're all pretty good, you know, at determining. I mean, I would never want to cause anybody to have, you know, a food safety issue. So definitely, you know, it's just a guideline for, okay, we need to find a use for this pretty quickly, you know, otherwise we're going to end up throwing it away. And that's your hard-earned money too, you know.
I guess the other thing too is to not buy as much, maybe. Or, you know, just
buy as much as you need. Yep. Exactly.
Very good at that,
consumer skills at the
You're
store.
good at that.
Exactly.
Well, sometimes I'll look on the shelf and say, oh, that's $9.30 instead of $9.16. I'll grab that one. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, reaching to the back, you know, those usually have longer dates.
Any way that you can prolong it. Great. And you have recipes for some of these things?
All these recipes are on our website, which is just midwestdairy.com. And again, tons of great tips there too on food waste and how to maximize dairy products. So.
Fantastic.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thank you both.
All right, well, fall is officially here.